Alright, hello everybody, this is PE with Mr. P. I am Mr. P. I hope we're all doing great today. I was able to get in here while there is still a bit of daylight. I have the blinds in a bit of a funky manner, so if you see me kind of dodging a bit of a beam of sunlight to read the board, that's all I'm doing. So, to get started, I get to introduce you to my friend Jack. Jack is one of my students' dogs, so I'm very excited to showcase him to everybody. He is a 3-year-old Gemini. I'm also a Gemini, so it's kind of exciting. He is an Australian German Shepherd mixed with a blue-nosed pit bull. He is described as sassy and gentle, and I think that's a fun combination. Nothing like having a sassy pup at home. He's very silly and likes being silly with all his dog friends, but he's also very intuitive. So, the owner was describing when an ambulance drives by, for example, Jack will be howling at the ambulance. Now, most people would find that annoying, but my student described it as she believes that he's praying for whoever's in the ambulance. As well, if he shows he's a bit intuitive by if someone's meditating nearby, he likes to go and sit calmly with them, or if someone's sad and crying, Jack will go and try to console them. So, this is Jack. And up next, we are going to talk a little bit about mental health and physical activity. So, mental wellness is just as important as physical wellness. Now, you might be great at sports and active, but we want to make sure that we're taking care of our mental wellness. So, slowly, each episode, I'm going to be talking a little bit about mental health and diving a little deeper into it. These are conversations that we simply just don't have enough. Even right now, it's kind of tough talking about it, and I don't have anybody in the room, so it can be tough talking about it with others. So like I said, I'm just going to slowly start to touch on it more and more, and hopefully we can build a bit more of a foundation around it. So having a sense of well-being can be increased by connection with friends and family. Obviously, depending when you're watching this, COVID is a pretty big deal here in Canada right now. So connecting with friends and family physically can be challenging. However, luckily it is 2021 right now, so we have great technology. There's ways around that, whether it's Zoom or Skype or Teams. I find myself playing video games with my friends online a lot more often, just so I can actually connect with others. Another way to increase your sense of well-being is showing gratitude and kindness. If you can think of people in your life who might be a role model to you, odds are they show gratitude and kindness without really being asked. You might see this with friends, family. Honestly, TV can be a good example of what showing gratitude and kindness is, and the opposite of showing gratitude and kindness. Most of the time you see someone who's being nice to others, they have more of a well-being when it comes to their mental health. Odds are. And obviously this is not a true 100% fact, but odds are if someone is showing gratitude and kindness, their mental well-being will be a bit more escalated than others. And humor. So the best medicine is humor. I try to be funny as many chances I get. Again, it's kind of awkward when I'm trying to get people who aren't even here to laugh, but those are the things that I try to do. So, this is just one of the aspects of mental wellness, and I'm excited to show you guys and girls more as we get through this. So, next up, we are going to do a bit of a warm-up. I do have videos posted on nice long warm-ups. I try to do quick ones right before our workout. If that's good for you, that's awesome. If you're a bit sore, maybe you're stiff, maybe you're doing this, you just woke up, it's 9 a.m., you need a bit more of a warm-up, please check out one of my other videos. Otherwise, for today, we are just going to go through a casual full body warm-up. So, to get started, we are just going to be jogging on the spot, right where you're at, and we're going to move our arms side to side. I do this warm-up lots. You guys and girls might be getting bored of it. If you have other alternatives, other quick warm-ups that you know that work really well, please let me know, and I'll try to include them on one of my next episodes. So, next up, we're going to be doing some butt kicks. Try to pump your arms. It's awkward. The motions don't act up, but I want you guys to get your shoulders moving. It's kind of like a slow-mo arm pump. Now we're going to do high knees. Good. And some circles. They don't have to be quick. You don't need to be doing windmills. Just nice and easy. If you want to speed up a bit, that's good. And switch direction. And good. We have a little bit of core, so we're going to do a few trunk rotations. So we're going to be arms out, and we're just going to be twisting nice and easy. Maybe see if you can get a little farther than the next time or from the previous time, but we don't want anybody getting hurt. Not before the workout, not at all. Good. All right, we're gonna get some jumping jacks in. And hopefully we are feeling all right. All these exercises, none of them are very quick and explosive, so our warm-ups don't have to be too intense. You will gradually get warmed up as we go. A lot of my workouts, I kind of design the first couple exercises to start to get you warmed up. Like for instance, we have jumping jacks up first for our HIIT workout today. So I'm going to explain to you the exercises and what we're doing, and then we're going to get started. So up first we have jumping jacks. Just going to stand and arms out, or arms to your head, feet out and back in. And I'm trying to incorporate some fun activities to our exercises. So up next we have a little boxing. I'm not great at boxing, but I'm going to try to demo this as best I can. In the world of boxing, a jab would be your lead hand. So I'm right-handed. I am leading with my left. I have a staggered stance. So I start shoulder width apart, basically bring one foot back and have my hands up. So a 1 is a jab, a 2 is a cross, a 3 is a hook, and then we're finishing with a 2 again, which is a cross, okay? So I'm right-handed. I will be doing the 2 with my dominant hand, and the 1 is the jab with my non-dominant hand, and then the cross, or the hook, is again with my non-dominant hand. So it's gonna look kind of like this. You wanna be in an athletic position, knees bent, hands up. When I throw my 1, I keep my right hand up. When I throw my other 1, I keep my left hand up. So a 1, 2, 3, 2 is gonna look like, okay? So I'm jab, cross, hook, cross, just like that. The first couple you might be going slow. We do want to get a little bit of speed to it. Believe me, you will be tired, okay? This is shadow boxing, will get you fit very quick. It'll get you tired very quick too. These are motions most of us aren't doing on a daily basis. So after that we have mountain climbers. You can get into a somewhat push-up position, and then you're just driving your knees up. Followed by a squat pulse. So, gonna get into a squat position. Try to keep your knees behind your toes. And you're just bouncing up and down, okay? If you really want to challenge yourself, try to get nice and low and bounce quick. If this is kind of tough for you at first, nice and slow, whatever feels best. We are trying to push ourselves. After that, we're doing dive bombers. So, this one can feel kind of awkward if you haven't done them before. You're going to start in a position like this. You're going to be leading with your head, up like that, and then back. Try to be in as much control as you can during that. Followed by a bicycle crunch. So, don't be putting your hands interlocked behind your head. I like to basically just be touching my temple of my head. Bring one knee back. and I'm alternating elbows and knees. So I'm in a crunch position and my knees are up, and I'm just connecting the two. Followed by flies. If you don't have anything at home to use, that is totally fine, just use the air. If you have cans of soup, water jugs, anything that you could safely use as somewhat of a weight. We aren't using very heavy weights. Each jug is less than 10 pounds, I think, so these are what I'm gonna use. But we are gonna be doing flies. So, lying on your back, with your jugs in your hands, you're keeping your arms almost completely straight. They will have a little bend to them. All the way to the top, make them touch, and back down, nice and in control. So these are flies. Like I said, we have a little bit of a bend to our elbow. We're touching them at the top and bringing them back down. These each weigh less than 10 pounds, so I'm not using crazy weights. I'm just trying to add a little bit of resistance. If you have a resistance band, you can lie on that. Grab both ends, bring them up as well. Whatever you have works for you. If you don't have weights, even just that motion will be good. And our last exercise is a defensive shuffle. I'm gonna try to pick a zone to shuffle back and forth. I wanna shuffle from that desk to the edge of this workstation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get down in basically a squat. Want my back straight, my hands out to the side. And I'm trying to go back and forth as quick as I can. When I'm shuffling, I'm not hitting my feet together. Okay? They are out. You're going quick, short little shuffles, okay? Those of you, all my basketball players out there, you guys and girls know exactly what I'm talking about. We actually have a basketball game we're gonna finish with. So stay tuned for that one. Those are the 8 exercises we'll be going through. And this is a HIIT workout, so we're gonna do each exercise for 20 seconds. You get a 10-second rest. Moving on to the next exercise. We're doing that 4 times for each exercise with a 1-minute rest between sets. So hopefully that all made sense. And we are gonna get started. So make sure you have some water nearby or Gatorade, but you don't want pop or even juice. H2O is gonna be your best bet right now. So grab that and we are gonna get started. If you need to go a little easy on jumping jacks, get a little warmed up, that is okay. All right, followed by 1, 2, 3, 2. So we're in a good boxing stance. Jab, cross, hook, cross. All right. Add a little imagination to it. Maybe you're hitting a punching bag. Make it a little more realistic. Mountain climbers next. Try to have your shoulders directly above your hands. All right, squat pulse. Grab water whenever you need it. Ooh, I feel these already. And dive bombers. Bicycle crunches.
3, 2, 1.
Flies. So grab your weight if you have one. If not, that is okay. Really squeeze at the top. Should be feeling this in your chest.
3, 2, 1.
And defensive shuffle. If you have a zone, that's great. If not, that is okay too. Take a few steps. All right, 1 minute rest. Great work, everybody. Whew, I'm gonna open a window. All right, you got about 30 seconds left. Great work, everybody. Get some water. Try not to chug a whole liter right now. You might throw up in the next set. Little sips is good in these situations. All right, 5 seconds. Start with jumping jacks.
3, 2, 1.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 2. Hopefully we have it down a bit better. Jab, cross, hook, cross. I'll try to add more and more of these if we like them. Remember to keep one hand near your face at all times to protect it. All right, mountain climbers next. And squat pulse. Let's work hard, guys and girls. Good job. Make sure your toes are pointing the same direction and that your feet are shoulder width apart. Okay, I caught one of my feet pointing at a weird angle. It's important to fix that. And dive bombers. These awkward exercises.
3, 2, 1.
Bicycle crunches. So remember, hands on the side of our head, not behind. Flies. Really squeezing at the top. Should feel this in your chest. And defensive shuffle. Last exercise of the round. All right, 1 minute rest. So I don't know about you guys and girls, my sink and my toilet are always talking to each other. This morning, I'll give you 30 seconds to try to figure out what my sink said to my toilet. Give you 30 seconds. So, this morning my sink asked my toilet if he was feeling a little flush. He was feeling a little flush this morning. Jumping jacks. Two more rounds, everybody. Good job. All right, back to shadow boxing. 1, 2, 3, 2. All right, thumb climbers. And squat pulse. Squat pulse. Dive bombers.
3, 2, 1.
And bicycle crunch. Flies. Defensive shuffle. Whew. All right, one more round left, guys and girls. Good job. Jumping jacks. And 1, 2, 3, 2. Last shadow boxing. Mountain climbers. Ooh, squat pulse. So, shoulder width, and make sure our toes are facing the same direction. Dive bombers. Bicycle crunches. Flies. And defensive shuffle, last one, everybody. Woo! Great work, everybody. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. All right, grab a quick drink. All right, so we are going to play a little bit of basketball. Going to do a little shooting. But first, I got to talk to you guys and girls about beef. We got to talk about beef. Beef is an acronym for shooting a basketball. It stands for balance, eyes on target, elbow in, and the F is follow through. So, if you're going to shoot a basketball, I'm using a rolled up pair of socks. I have a fun little toy ball I could use. I even have a grocery bag. This is probably 12 grocery bags all rolled into one. You can use that for a ball as well. But how we're gonna start is beef, right? So, balance. Whenever I'm shooting a basketball, I wanna be as balanced as possible. So if I'm gonna shoot at that can, I'm gonna have both my feet pointed towards the can. Some people like to have, if you're right-handed, they might have their right toe pointed at it so you can follow that line. Personally, I like to be just squared up, center of my body. So I'm gonna have my feet shoulder width apart and my knees a little bent. If I try shooting a basketball like this, you're not balanced, right? If we had an actual defender guarding you, it'd be a lot harder to shoot. The E stands for eyes. So if I'm gonna shoot the can, I'm looking right at the can. There's a motto called aim small, miss small. So if I want to hit the can, I might actually aim for the tab. I might aim for the tab of the can or the B. Maybe I'm aiming for the B. Or you're just aiming for the center of the can. Okay, so I'm going to pick a target. I'm aiming for that B. Next up is elbow. You want your elbow directly in line with the can. If I'm shooting at the can, I have a straight arm right at it. If I'm shooting at the can with my elbow out like this, it's tough to get it to go in a straight line. Odds are you're going to pull it hard right. So you're going to have your elbow in all the way as much as you can. It's going to feel very awkward, but the more you work at it, the better. And the final F is follow through. If I'm shooting at that can, I'm holding my follow through, right? What we want to happen is we want the ball to spin backwards, okay? We want to give it some backspin. This way we're just going to be as consistent as possible. If I sometimes shoot with follow through and sometimes I don't, who knows what's going to happen with my shot. By giving it that backspin, you're putting it